This film is brought to you by New York Life and its over 11,000 agents and representatives who offer you quality financial products and services to help you get the most out of life.
This is it. No tomorrow, baby. We want it now.
From frosty Cleveland Stadium.
When the National Football League kicked off its 69th season, 28 teams set their sights on a showdown in Miami. Super Bowl 23.
I think last week.
It's cold here today. You'll hear our teeth chatter more than
Turnovers will be the key to the football game this afternoon.
This team is ready to play. There's no question about that. They are focused.
After 15 grueling weeks, it all comes down to this one game.
Houston has won the toss and will receive.
We can close the coffin on these suckers right now, okay? Get your man.
Right now it's time to take a step forward. Let's get a hat on him every play. Let's get this thing started. We got to put something together back to back. Now let's go.
For the next 4 months, 1,000 collisions echoed in stadiums across America as teams from California to the New York Island traveled a rocky road to the Super Bowl.
Butts right now. Let's go, Sam.
Had trouble putting it away. Free ball.
Feel the damn ball. You can't let it bounce around, man. Get on that ball.
Get up on the line. Don't you know how much time's on the clock?
Here's the time to make it, gang, right now.
If you guys got anything left, man, right here, this is where you go after them.
To throw on fourth down, into the end zone. It's a touchdown. An unbelievable catch.
Going to the end zone. Got Monk in the backside. Diving catch. Touchdown. Washington Redskins.
He's going long. He's going for everything. Unbelievable. Steps up, walks, throws. Flutie there. Got it. Firing. End zone. Great catch. Touchdown.
Amid the greatest catches and hardest hits, the most dramatic story of 1988 unfolded on the banks of the Ohio River. In the greatest single-season turnaround in 25 years, the Cincinnati Bengals went from ugly ducklings to the swans of the sport. By January, they were Super Bowl bound. They were the most colorful team in football, the kings of the Queen City, stars in stripes.
Down to 30 minutes of our will against their will. It's the first time we get the ball driving down there, and the game will be over.
Play action fake. Boomer back to throw. Looks in the end zone. Lobs it off in a flat. Touchdown! Oh, baby! And the Bengals players storm out onto the field. Woo-hoo! The Bengals have won the AFC Championship and will be in the Super Bowl.
From the northbound lane of the Suspension Bridge, Riverfront Stadium looked the same as it did a year ago. But the feeling inside was noticeably different. The nightmare season of 1987 was behind them, and the Cincinnati Bengals approached the new year with a new attitude.
I think team-wise, it's just strictly attitude. We wanted to put last year behind us, and I think we did that.
We said, don't look back at '87. There are no more lessons to learn back there. We went through it. The scars are there.
I think that we all felt embarrassed about last year.
I think that you would have to be here in Cincinnati to really feel the pain and anguish that we went through. And I think that this football team, at the beginning of the year, bonded together on those feelings, saying that we can be one and let's not worry about what everybody else thinks. We will prove when it's all over, said and done with, where we stand.
Boomer proved where he stood immediately and was named the AFC's Player of the Week.
The handoff goes to Stanley Wilson. Oh, it keeps the ball down. All alone is Eddie Brown. He's at the 25, down to the 20, 10-5, touchdown.
With touchdown passes to James Brooks, Eddie Brown, and Mike Martin, the Bengals came from behind to take a 21-14 lead in the final period. But Sam Wyche soon found himself in the hot seat again when the Cardinals drove to the Bengals' doorstep with 1:15 left.
Mitchell running wide to the right. David Fulcher wraps him up and drops him at about the 3.
A year ago, the Bengals found ways to lose. This time around, they found ways to win. The Cardinals were stopped 3 times inside the Bengals' 5-yard line. And on 4th and goal, Bengals lineman Jim Scow executed a classic stunt that occupied 2 Cardinals. This allowed Jason Buck, number 99, a clear path to pressure the quarterback.
Lomax is back to throw. He's in the grass, throws it away.
The clutch goal line stand climaxed a victory that would go a long way in erasing the bitter memory of '87. A week later, the Bengals further indicated that they were no longer a group of anonymous underachievers, but a team with a unique new look, with a fresh personality to go with it. But they faced another up-and-coming team in the Eagles and quickly fell behind in the first quarter. But the difference between this year and last, they never lost their composure.
Keep your poise! Pass it off, let's go! Pass it off like you're gonna win this game! They scored 2 times mighty easy, man. You know what happens to teams like that? They get complacent like they know they can do it every time. Just keep coming after them. Keep coming after them.
Poise and intelligent play calling are the keys to success. The right plays at the right time can lead to predictable results.
I think we can explode here for about 4 touchdowns in this game yet. The first thing you're doing is you're always staying one play ahead, one series ahead in your play selection.
Okay, we'll start out with a wham boss. All right. And then we'll come. Yeah, and if we get it, the next run we like would be 29M coming back to the side.
We got an even front. Suggestions come from anywhere, down on the field, from the players, from the coaches, upstairs in the box. Generally, I'm asking Bruce Coslett or Tiger Johnson, who's upstairs, what did they do the last 3 first and 10s? What were their coverages? What were their fronts? When did they last blitz us? When do we expect the blitz next? And we are asking Bruce upstairs, who's got it in front of him on the table, what's their tendency on the next down? What could we expect just off of the films? And then we make our best judgment.
All right, now, on 2nd down, they doubled both outside receivers. They played like a 85 or a covered double 2-man.
They're going you 2-man. They're doubling our outside guys, so you got to get the ball to the tight end or the halfback. So if we call a Zera, or if we call a Yogi. If we call a Excalibur, you got your tight end and halfback who's probably going to pivot and slide. And if we call everything else has to be something down the middle, like our Hound 3 with Dynamite right down the middle.
He's going to go back and throw. It's a 4-man rush. Steps up in the pocket. Looks, fires it upfield. It is caught by McGee. He's at the 50. Down to the 40. To the 30. It's a race. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Tim McGee.
Way to go, Bummer! It didn't work out like we drew it up, Coach, but we'll take it.
Cincinnati play selection requires an extensive background in foreign languages. And languages not available for study on any college campus.
It goes 62 or 3 Excalibur. How about the bingo right here? All right, let's go Eagle. All right, yeah, Eagle. Eagle. Give me the W in the game. You go back in and tell him 36 counter boss. Short 85, or 85's the angle. Tell him bingo check, right formation. Call it pro right, Eric Zipper. Regular in the game. We're going to go 32 trap. 79, flanker short post. Touchdown, right here. A lot of planning went into that one.
Philadelphia Philadelphia had a game plan as well, and they too were making all the right moves. At twilight time in Veterans Stadium, the Eagles drove toward the go-ahead touchdown. 3 points down, the Bengals answered with a 74-yard fourth-quarter drive that brought them to the Eagles' 3. For Sam Weish and his staff, this was life inside the pressure cooker.
Let's go back to the 29M again. Ickey had it right there, didn't he?
I thought he had it.
They're calling timeout, Coach. Let's think this over, bud.
All right. Now,
We'll go.
W.
Yeah.
They got goal line. They got goal line.
Hurry up. Let's go.
Listen, let me talk for a minute, guys. I got something, okay? All right, let's go put regular in and go drift left, Z swing.
All right, regular in the game.
Regular.
That's all right, regular in the game. We're going to go drift left, Z swing.
Regular!
Hit him in the flat. Hit him right on the flat. There'll be man coverage.
So the Bengals with a third down and goal. A lot of noise down there. Eddie Brown comes in motion. Boomer's going to have to throw into the end zone. Touchdown right against the end line just before
The Bengals did not play perfect football, but they came away winners. And early season victories in any form are a rare and welcome sight in Cincinnati.
Our quarterback got clubbed in the face and the neck right there. He's going to live, but that is a penalty.
For years, it was said that to get to the Super Bowl, you must first pass through Pittsburgh. The Bengals did just that in 1988. The balance of power has shifted in the AFC Central. And on this afternoon, the Steelers got a glimpse of the reason why.
Brooks comes in motion. Play action fake to Brooks coming around. Out on the flat. It is caught by Wilson. He spins to the 10-5. Touchdown! Stanley Wilson tight roll.
For the third straight week, the Bengals came from behind to win, riding the arm of Boomer Esiason.
He has it at the 35 to the 30. He may go 10-5. Touchdown! No.
And for the third straight week, the defense saved the game when cornerback Lewis Billups intercepted a Pittsburgh pass with less than a minute left. Goodbye, Pittsburgh. Hello, Cleveland. In the season's first meeting with their cross-state rivals, the Bengals focused their attention on win number 4. Riding the crest of their best start in years, the Cincinnati Kids employed a fresh defensive philosophy to upend the defending division champions.
We have a lot of people flying around now instead of having 2 or 3 people getting to the ball. When the ball's in the air, everybody in the secondary is around the football. When the ball's on the ground, you have all 11 guys flying to the football. Now the ball's bouncing our way instead of bouncing the other way.
On the strength of an aroused defense, a geared-up running game, and the hot foot of kicker Jim Breach, the Bengals got all the points they needed in the first half to claim their 4th win in a row. The only undefeated team in the NFL headed west in Week 5, where they kept their victory flame burning against the Los Angeles Raiders. The Cincinnati secondary intercepted 4 more passes, and the Bengals offense opened up a 38-point lead. They did it behind touchdowns by tight end Rodney Holman, number 82, and wide receivers Tim McGee and Ira Hillary, number 89.
He's going to go back and throw. Looking, fires it upfield. Is caught at the 9-yard line. Spins off 5. Touchdown!
With a shockingly easy rout of the Raiders, Cincinnati remained the lone undefeated team in the NFL. No small thanks to their quarterback, a man who draws much of his strength from being different.
Being left-handed, being a quarterback, having white hair, being from New York, saying things that, people say, what the heck is he saying? Hey, it's great. I mean, because you're different. And there's nothing worse than conforming. It's exciting being different. I don't want to be, the 6'4", dark-haired, right-handed quarterback that stands in the pocket. Hey, there are 100 of those guys.
He's got charisma. He's got competitiveness. Got good looks, which aggravates the fire out of a lot of us. And, you know, he's a millionaire. What else does he have to do? He's got a tremendous arm. He's got an ironclad will, and once he's on that field, and he's got a tremendous mind. This guy thinks ahead. He's always anticipating what's coming next. The players respond because they know he's going to put them in the right place at the right time. He's a star. Yeah, I wasn't going to call him that before the end of the season, but if I don't call him that now, then people are going to think I'm stupid again.
In 1987, Sam and Boomer were called a lot of things, none of them flattering. The Bengals lost 4 games in the last 2 minutes, and those last-second collapses destroyed a promising season.
Everything turned so quickly against us last year. It just seemed like a big snowball rolling down a hill. And I think that is giving us that motivation and incentive to just go out and say, you know, it's kind of like Robert Conrad, knock the batteries off my shoulder, but we're going to come right back at you. And that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Come on, baby! Let's go,
Brown goes in motion to the far side of the field. Boomer drops back into the end zone. He is tackled back there for a safety.
In Week 6, Boomer was the AFC's top-rated quarterback. But against the Jets' top-ranked defense, the Bengals' unblemished record appeared to be in jeopardy.
Loses the ball at about the 7-yard line as he was being spun around. And the Jets have recovered the ball near the 7-yard line.
To come out and start a game like that is very disappointing, but we knew that we have the talent and we have the maturity on offense that if something like that does happen, that it's not so catastrophic that it was going to ruin our game plan.
Now he goes far down the field. There's Eddie Brown. Touchdown! Down to the 10-5. He is gone. Eddie Brown.
I don't think anybody really expects to go undefeated, but we don't want to lose. I mean, we're afraid to lose. We're afraid of the consequences if we lose because we want to prove to a lot of people that we're not that 4-11 bungled team of last year.
In 6 weeks, the Bengals went from joke to juggernaut, fueled by their fiery, nonconformist quarterback.
It took me about 4.5, 5 months to get over the mental anguish that took place last year. I mean, there was a lot on my shoulders, there's no question about that. And I came back with a fresh outlook, an outlook that I wanted to lead the team, and that's really worked for me.
Running out now, he looks, throws into the end zone, touchdown!
And if Boomer does run for president, he has his choice of qualified running mates who powered the Bengals to their 6th consecutive win.
It showed that the ball club could handle the hype that comes with success, that they could handle the early deficit that comes against all teams, good or bad. And then after the ball game was over with, it showed us that we weren't invincible because the next week we went to New England and we got knocked off for the first time.
Six turnovers, special teams mistakes, and just plain bad luck put the Bengals in a hole they never dug out of. But the 6-point loss failed to throw the resilient Bengals far from their winning track. As they would all season, Cincinnati came through with their biggest wins following a loss. Their next victim was the Houston Oilers, whose bite is usually worse than their bark. But their reputation as dirty dogs failed to impress the Cincinnati kids.
Come on, baby! Come on, we got a game to play!
As expected, this key AFC Central confrontation was fierce and physical. James Brooks, number 21, ripped the AFC's top rushing defense for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Whistles his way to the 5, down very close to goal line, touchdown!
Now just keep it going. Keep it going.
Handoff goes to Brooks, running wide to the right, gets down to the 50, down to the 10, 5 toward the corner, touchdown!
Their relentless rushing attack and pass rush propelled the Bengals to a 28-0 first quarter lead.
Leo Barker knocks the ball out of his hands and catches it in the air. 20-15, 10-5, touchdown!
Communications in this contest came through loud and clear, though Sam Weish commands a game plan that reads like a CIA code book.
Run the buck naked out of that U. We're going to get it in the game, okay? Don't go out on the field on a turnover. Our snake eyes will be called at the time, okay?
Colts and Cowboy. Colts and Cowboy. What does that mean?
By the second half, the Oilers began to crack Weich's code and narrow the deficit to 35-21. But pulling off a miracle upset proved too tough for the Oilers to handle. The men from the House of Pain learned that life in the jungle is hardly a painless experience.
Gentlemen, 16 balls to Icky. 16 balls to Icky, regular.
James Brooks and Icky Woods combined for all 5 Bengals touchdowns in a convincing 23-point win. In a return engagement with the Browns, Bengals defensive backs Eric Martin, Solomon Wilcots, and Ray Horton helped shut down several Cleveland scoring drives in the first half. But Cleveland issued a forceful response by blocking a Bengal punt and returning it for a touchdown that proved to be the difference in the game. The Bengals offense never got it together, and the only Cincinnati touchdown was scored by the defense.
His back looks, dumps it out of intercepted by Fletcher. Down 5, touchdown. He tried to get out a little dunk pass out to Manoa on the right side, and David Fulcher just stepped in front of him and picked off the ball.
It was only the Bengals' second setback of the season, but with cool determination, they bounced back big the next week with 559 total yards, the most ever against the Steelers.
In the backfield, Stanley Wilson again. Play action. Boomer keeps the ball all alone down the middle is Eddie Brown. The official gets the ways down to the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Eddie Brown caught 7 passes for a team record 216 yards, while the defense rained down on the Steelers. Tim Crumry, Skip McClendon, Jim Scow, Reggie Williams, and Emmanuel King all contributed to limit the Steelers to under 200 yards and a mere 7 points. After 10 weeks, the Bengals held firm at the top of the AFC Central, but got a strong dose of humility from a last-place team, the Kansas City Chiefs. And 2 of the Bengals' most memorable plays of the year were obscured in an upset loss.
15 to the 20, breaks away in the clear, 25 to Lowry chasing him, he'll catch him, he's gonna go, I believe.
A team record 98-yard kickoff return by Stanford Jennings was nearly upstaged by one of the longest 5-yard touchdown runs in league history. But even Boomer Esiason's fancy footwork could not prevent a last-minute field goal that downed the Bengals with 2 seconds left. Of course, the Bengals had made a habit of winning big after a tough loss. And the next week, the Dallas Cowboys spent the afternoon chasing the shadow of one Mr. James Brooks.
Wide to the right, gets the midfield, out of the Cowboys 45, 40, 35, and is going to go all the way. Breaks into the clear.
Brooks ran for 148 yards and a pair of touchdowns to become the 4th Bengal to be named Player of the Week. 2 more touchdowns by Rodney Holman, 6 sacks, and numerous pressures by the defense pointed out just how multidimensional this team is. Not only on the field, but off as well, where versatile linebacker Reggie Williams wears another, more traditional uniform.
When I was approached about the consideration of an appointment to City Council, I was interested. Now, I have to admit, I do not have the best image of the world of politics or politicians. I am actively trying to change that.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Fine. My name is Adrian Carr.
Hello, Adrian. Nice to meet you.
You too. We came in just to meet you.
There has been a reputation in Cincinnati for community involvement, for volunteerism, and that meshed very well with my interest because I was a young person that had a hearing problem which resulted in a speech impediment.
So every success that I've enjoyed has been directly related to those dedicated professionals who took this shy, insecure kid with a learning disability and worked with him. As the old adage goes, trying to give something back, it is indeed true with me.
Reggie Williams clearly defines the term role model, a one-of-a-kind athlete who somehow finds a way to juggle two careers.
There has been a day that I've sweated and toiled during this football season that I have not been in contact with different constituents on a variety of different issues, so that when the time comes for me to take action, I am well-versed and prepared to act with good conscience.
I don't think anyone's questioned his ability to do the job, and I'm told by other Bengal players that his nickname in the locker room was the Governor, and they've been calling him that for the last number of years in recognition of the ambitions he's had for a long time.
Well, I have a little tattoo on my hand, on my arm here, and I just want to show it to you because it's Superman. See, this Superman here is emblematic of the importance of all of us being heroes to young people. I felt that my kids needed to believe in real heroes rather than comic book heroes or cartoon character heroes, that every mom and dad, every teacher and preacher, football players can all be heroes to the young people of America.
By late November, newcomer Ickey Woods, number 30, was well in the running for Rookie of the Year honors. And running is something Ickey did plenty of against the newly crowned champions of the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills. Woods was a vital link in a chain reaction set off by the Bengals' explosive offense. Woods and James Brooks left the conference's best defense in total disarray as Cincinnati jumped to a 21-0 lead.
I'm thinking about going 19 emo friends. Get that double wing.
Boomer, a play action fake, is back to throw. Out of the flat, Brooks has it. He's at the 5, touchdown!
Need one more jam it down his throat before the half.
Esiason gives the ball off to Ickey. Left side, touchdown! Ickey Woods!
In the second half, the Bills set their sights on a come-from-behind win that would guarantee them the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Ronnie Harmon's reception set up one touchdown. Then the Bills put a new spin on a contest that was hard-hitting from start to finish. The Bills narrowed the deficit to 28-21, but Buffalo's comeback trail reached a dead end, and the Bengals forced a momentum-killing turnover. A 9.5-minute fourth-quarter drive was propelled by the people-moving power of Ickey Woods, who rushed for a team-high 129 yards. The drive was climaxed by Ickey's third touchdown, which set the stage for his third show-stopping performance of the afternoon. When Woods first tripped the light fantastic at the Riverfront Theater, he suddenly became a household name. And one of Cincinnati's finest restaurants was quick to create a dish in his name.
It's great. You know, every time I go into the precinct, they give me a free chicken Ickey, so you can't ask for much more. I love the town of Cincinnati, and I'm pretty sure the town of Cincinnati loves me.
Woods led the nation in rushing as a senior at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, but was only the 31st player chosen in the draft. The Bengals brought him along slowly, and Ickey's patience with them paid off.
I didn't really start the first maybe 5 or 6 ball games of the season, and I gradually worked my way into the lineup, and I started running hard because I had a mission really in the NFL to get up here and prove to myself that I could play at this level. I just went in there and I went crazy. I just said, oh, this is my opportunity, so I have to make the best of it.
For the handoff, Icky down to the 10-yard line, touchdown! Boy, oh boy, does that guy run hard, hard, hard.
The Jets game back in Week 6 marked the debut of this rising star in stripes and the birth of the celebrated Icky Shuffle.
We were sitting around, just joking around, listening to some music. I said, watch, when I score tomorrow, I'm going to do this crazy dance. And my mom said, boy, you better not get out there and do that dance. But when I scored, I did the dance, and it kind of like took off like wildfire. I didn't expect it to take off like it did.
The Icky Shuffle added a heavy dose of personality to this Bengals team. A simple yet contemporary dance step that even moved the Bengals' legendary founder.
Well, I went in to see the coaches and wish them well for the game and sort of traditionally do this. I said, Icky, I note your dance. I said, personally, I don't think much of it, but my wife likes it. And I said, it's all right, you can do it. And with that, this is what I did. That's all it took. And right away, somebody carried and thought that was real funny. They didn't think, you could be 100 years old and do that.
It was great. I think he did it a little better than I do it, so it was wonderful.
Woods never let the shuffle obscure an extraordinary rookie season. His 15 touchdowns tied for the conference lead, and his 5.3 yards per carry led all NFL running backs. Indeed, Icky Woods is more star than sideshow, as he confirmed against the Chargers when he high-stepped his way to center stage. An older star in stripes returned that day by the name of Chris Collinsworth. The three-time All-Pro recovered from a series of injuries to catch his first and only touchdown pass of the year, one that helped the Bengals clinch their first playoff berth since 1982. The Bengals had yet to be blown out of any game all season. That is, until Week 15. In one of those games you just like to get out of your system, the Bengals were blasted by the Oilers and failed to score a touchdown for the first time in 1988. With that game done and forgotten, the Bengals returned home for the regular season finale against the defending Super Bowl champion Redskins. Offensive lineman Max Montoya, Bruce Reimers, Brian Blados, Bruce Kazurski, Dave Smith, and perennial All-Pro tackle Anthony Munoz kept the heat off Boomer Esiason, while Washington quarterback Doug Williams lit up the afternoon sky and the Redskins claimed a 10-0 lead. A win away from the AFC Central Championship, the Cincinnati defense scrambled to adjust.
You're playing and keep it poised. Keep it poised. The ball's going to our left, to the pair, and we got to get them out of there on third down. Now, keep together. Stay here, man.
The Bengals evened the score at 10, but the NFC's top-rated air attack continued to soar. Trailing 17-10 in the final period, Cincinnati's comeback kids came to life.
Play action off to his left. Look, there's the man down there, Eddie Brown. He may go down to the 20. Eddie Brown, long down the middle of the field, 60.
Eddie Brown's touchdown was like a gift from above. But what happened next, with 11 seconds on the clock, required divine intervention.
Now it'll be a 29-yard attempt. It'll be held by Greg Coleman at the right side hash mark. Bengals division title chances on the line right here. The ball is snapped. It is down. The kick is away, and it is.
I just said, man, this has got to be the Bengals' year, especially when Chip Blomiller hit the upright. I just said, this is incredible. I mean, for all the things, and I remember standing on the sideline, please, just once, give us a break. Give us a break. And sure enough, we got the break. And like I said, the big guy's watching down on us.
Williams goes back to throw. He is hit. He is hit and dropped. Whose ball? Yeah, the Bengals ball. Bengals ball. They lost the ball, and the Bengals recovered it. You're right.
This is what it comes down to.
The ball is put down. The kick is up. You can tell the Bengals are division champion.
As the Bengals stepped toward their first playoff game in 6 years, they couldn't help but look back at how far they'd come. They began the year as a long shot to break even and finished as the strongest team in the AFC. The visiting Seahawks played with the intention of ruling the jungle, but the Bengals' swarming defense thwarted Seattle's attempted ascendancy to the throne. Cincinnati held the visiting Seahawks to 18 yards rushing the entire game and generally played like men on a mission. While Seattle sputtered through a scoreless first half, the Bengals were all business. It's been said more than once that to get to the Super Bowl, you've got to run the ball. That is precisely what the Bengals did in stunning fashion. Traveling in fast company, Ickey Woods, James Brooks, and Stanley Wilson combined for a season-high 254 rushing yards, and all 3 Cincinnati touchdowns.
Touchdown! Stanley Wilson running left, where they do so often behind Boone.
By halftime, when it appeared certain that the Seahawks were lost in the jungle, they sent out a search party.
Just keep that hard count. Keep talking about the hard count. Just keep coming, baby. It's a heavyweight fight. We just get one break. Make something happen.
Seattle found they could make something happen and countered with a series of body shots that kept the Bengals out of the end zone for the rest of the game. The Seahawks also held the Bengals in check after Coach Chuck Knox may have employed a questionable tactic to slow down Sam Weich's hurry-up offense. Suddenly, a rash of mysterious injuries occurred, only in long yardage situations.
The nose tackle.
Yeah, it's Joe Nash again.
Big Joe.
4th time this afternoon, Joe has been hurt.
I mean, this is ridiculous. He's got a chronic ankle injury there of some sort, I guess. Crops up every 3rd down.
There was nothing phony about a 4th quarter comeback attempt as Dave Craig teamed with John L. Williams to bring Seattle within striking distance 21-7. But it was the closest the Seahawks would get. And as they headed back to the Pacific Northwest, the Bengals prepared for their final stop on the road to the Super Bowl. The Cincinnati team that arrived at Riverfront Stadium for the right to go to the Super Bowl had long shed their image as a paper tiger. They had matured in more ways than their record could ever indicate, to become kings of the jungle. Only 9 Bengals had ever participated in postseason play, and the ones who played for Cincinnati's last AFC championship remember a game that will be forever frozen in time.
Welcome to Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. I'm Phil Samp along with Andy McWilliams, all set to bring you the action of today's AFC championship game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Diego Chargers.
They're playing a championship game here today at 14 below, and I can't believe it.
Well, the real story of this ball game today is the weather. As we speak to you now, it is about 15 degrees below zero, and the wind chill factor about 57 below zero. If nothing else, it'll go down in history as the coldest game we've ever played.
Beat them Bengals. Who that? Who that? Who that think gonna beat them Bengals? Who that? Who that? Who that think
was some talk that they consulted with the league officials whether they should play or not, but it's one of those things that the tickets are sold, the people are there, you can't call it off. Forrest Gregg told us before the game, for some reason, it's a lot like going to the dentist. You know it's going to hurt, but you've got to do it anyway.
In a winter wonderland of Arctic proportions, the visitors from Southern California got nothing but cold shoulders from Bengals defenders.
Functioned like it was 75 degrees out there. We threw the ball very effectively, had minimal number of turnovers, where San Diego seemed like that they were playing in elements that were totally unfamiliar to them.
Even fierce competitors like quarterback Dan Fouts couldn't help but be affected by the frigid air. Still, he engineered at least one scoring drive that postponed the inevitable. Ultimately, San Diego's precise passing offense felt the bite of football's coldest day. Skilled hands turned to blocks of ice. Mental lapses and failing feet stalled drives. And there was another obstacle, a Bengals defense that frustrated the Chargers as often as the wind and the chill.
We caught them on a day, really, that they didn't want to get out of their bus and play in our stadium on that day.
For daring and desire, the only thing that warmed the Bengals was the anticipation of victory.
Marty, one more!
On a day unfit for human survival, Cincinnati's coldest day ever failed to put out the fire in the Bengals, and they were justly rewarded with a trip to Super Bowl 16.
I remember my neighbors had a party, and I remember getting there about 6:30, and they said, "Do you want me to take your jacket?" And I said no, and I had a ski park on. All of a sudden, about 11 o'clock, I realized I was finally starting to warm up. 59 below. I will never forget that.
EK, if you've ever been nasty, today's the day to start.
By contrast, the 1988 AFC Championship game was played in ideal conditions.
One you ever had now, right now, pal.
Brimming with confidence, Sam Weish didn't mind divulging a trick or two to some familiar faces.
We have in our game plan a fake punt. If we're on the 40-yard line or maybe the 50-yard line, we're going to line up in a punt formation, shift to a T formation, and run off tackle.
Yes, Weish confided in a few friends, but not before the powers that be stepped in. Less than 2 hours before kickoff, the Bengals were notified that their hurry-up offense, used with great success throughout the year, would be disallowed in this, the most important game of the year. Sam Weish knew there was only one way to go. Don't let the ruling stop our momentum. Let's play without the quick snap and win. Think back to training camp, to Wilmington, when we began to gather strength. That was the time when Sam Weish suggested rooming defensive players with offensive players, and black with white. In the long run, that decision played a large part in bringing this team together. That was when the quest for the dream began. Back when the Bengals started to build the spirit that built a winner.
Scrimmage. 4 are coming. A shot up the flat is intercepted by Phillips. He is back at the 40-yard line, retreating, and now runs out of bounds at about the 38. It went off.
The first quarter was dominated by defense. Interceptions by Lewis Billups and Eric Martin, number 22, provided the spark that ignited the NFL's #1 offense.
At the 5, dives to the 4.
Tight end Rodney Holman danced to the goal line to set up the game's first score by the AFC's top touchdown maker.
And goal just inches away for the Bengals. And a handoff goes to Ickey running wide to the right. Touchdown.
The touchdown set the wheels in motion to drive the Bengals toward a championship. And the Bills were obviously bewildered by their mistake-prone offense. But Bills quarterback Jim Kelly swiftly brought the Bills on the rebound. 4 completions later, Buffalo was in the end zone, and the game was tied at 7.
Offense can do it if we get it back for them, baby. Offense can do it. We get it back for them. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The tide then turned, and the prevailing win was an offensive one. This time, the Bills were caught in the eye of the Bengals' storm.
Touchdown right here. Here it is. This is a touchdown right now.
He cannot get a first down. That ball is right there. Play action fake. Boomer back to throw. Looks in the end zone. Lobs it off in a flat. Touchdown! Brooks, baby! What a fine fake by Boomer. And Brooks just caught that rainbow over the left corner. Perfectly thrown on him. A 10-yard touchdown pass from Messias to Brooks.
That's the way you do it. Good job, Jimmy Brooks. That's the way you play big-time ball, baby.
Ironically, with the Bengals on top 14-10, it was Buffalo who elected to play a conservative role and actually lost 12 yards in the 11 minutes after intermission. Then, with 4 minutes left in the third period, Sam Weish went with a conservative gamble. The same play he discussed in the pregame began to take shape. As the Bengals set up in punt formation, the Bills never noticed Turk Schonert sneaking onto the field behind a wave of linemen. Hunter Lee Johnson assumed his normal position. The Bills watched as Schonert jogged in to take the key first down, paved the way for a Bengal touchdown and put a new face on a grim game.
Hand off to Ickey, right side, touchdown! Kelly back to throw. Brooks fires down into the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone by Fulcher.
With that final interception, the Cincinnati Bengals were no longer just kings of the Queen City. They ruled the AFC and earned a trip to the summit of professional football, Super Bowl 23.
I'm going to Kings Island. Ain't got no
Now listen, this one goes right from the top, from Paul Brown. Yes, sir! Right down to the bottom, to me. Great job, man. This is what happiness is about. This is what you play for. One more game and we finish. Hip hip! Hip hip! Okay, get it.
Cincinnati Bengals traveled a road that can't be located on any map. That road led to Miami and Super Bowl 20.
Everyone must have a ticket. Have a great stay here in Miami.
Sam Weish was reunited with an old friend, and it was evident how much he had learned from his days as Bill Walsh's assistant in San Francisco. Calm and cool, paying attention to his team's every need.
How much is the wind a factor for you? A little bit. We'll have to see. Thermals are different, but... The what? The thermals, when the heat coming off the water and it's yeah, you learned it at 10th. So.
Champions, buddy.
You're a champion. Play this thing like we are, together as a team now. Finish it off. Let's go, Jim Scow. You ready? All pro?
You bet, baby.
You want to be one?
I'll be a good one.
I'll write a letter for you. Okay, all right. Let's go. David Grant, you're no longer a tenure now. You're a sophomore, okay? Let's go, Ricky Dixon, number 1. Get your best game together today, okay? Everybody in Oklahoma's watching, I think. Do they have TVs there? Yeah. Okay. Now, come on! Cover, cover, cover!
In the first half, the Bengals' underrated defense stopped the 49ers, but their high-powered offense sputtered for a number of reasons.
I know stuff came out and said the same thing. He said, Sam, he's right up underneath. He's going, ooh!
Hey, I'm really watching it.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
He did on that snap. We didn't jump.
really watching it now.
Okay. Listen to me. Shut. We can throw the ball and we can run it. We cannot do the same thing. Don't be a selfish football player. When we give you the ball, do your job. And when we don't, now we're going to move this ball down like we have all year long. We're going to kick their ass. They have not done it to us yet. Get the ball back. They're on the 10. When we get it back, we're going to mix it up just like we have. Don't come off this field telling us what to do. All right?
A minute and 19 seconds left. This one could tie it up. Joner gets it down. The kick is away by Breach, and it is good. So Jim Breach ties it up with a 4-yard field goal. And as a result...
Put somebody down! Put him down! Come on, Stanford!
Gopher set to kick off to Hillary or Jenkins. They're playing short, so the wind must be blowing up that way. And it'll come down to Jennings at the 7. Up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Breaks off to the 10!
Stanford Jennings' 93-yard kickoff return lifted Cincinnati to a 13-6 lead. Ironically, the play that breathed new life into the Bengals came a day after Jennings' wife gave birth to a baby daughter named Kelsey.
Who's that for? Kelsey or somebody?
However, for Sam Weish, an imminent Super Bowl victory slipped away in the fourth quarter when his team missed an opportunity to deny San Francisco the tying touchdown.
Had it right in his hands.
After a 49er touchdown, even the score got back. With minutes remaining, Jim Breach's field goal appeared to put Cincinnati on the threshold of a championship.
You've got on defense. Let's go.
Sam Weish had learned much about coaching from his former mentor. But Bill Walsh's 49ers needed all their poise and experience to pull out a last-second victory over Weish.
Throws it to the near side. Montana's going to go back and throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown to Taylor.
The dream of a Super Bowl championship ended on a desperate play, doomed to fail.
Stepping up, goes far down the field into the big group. And who has the ball? Anybody? No, the ball game is over.
But no defeat could destroy the very special spirit of the Cincinnati Bengals. And in seeking out his good friend Bill Walsh one last time, Sam Weish displayed a grace and dignity in defeat that is seldom achieved in victory.
I love you. I love you. Congratulations. I am happy for you like I've never been. Believe me. Congratulations. This is yours. You deserve it. That was a good game, huh?
Even though they fell short of their greatest goal, the Cincinnati Bengals achieved something much more rare and valuable than a Super Bowl trophy. On the road to the summit, they learned how to hope and how to love, how to win and how to lose. In a season filled with emotion, the Bengals finished strong, finished like pros, and were truly stars in stripes.
This video is part of a complete blockbuster lineup of NFL films capturing pro football's greatest plays and biggest heroes with crunches, follies, highlights, and Super Bowl hits, plus new releases each season. We've got action-packed videos of every superstar team in the NFL. Call 1-800-NFL-TAPE now for a free catalog and order your NFL hit today. Or look for NFL films at your nearby video store. The season's never over with NFL Films and Fox Hills Video.